The Big Bang and Christian Apologetics, Evidence for God's Design. Welcome to this deep dive presentation on the Big Bang theory from the perspective of Christian apologetics. In this video, we will explore the scientific evidence for the Big Bang, the historical background of the theory, how the fine-tuning of the universe points to an intelligent creator, why the origin of space, time, and matter requires a cause that is spaceless, timeless, immaterial, personal, and powerful. How the Big Bang confirms biblical cosmology. This presentation is designed for Christian believers, skeptics, and seekers who want to understand how modern science actually supports the idea of a creator God. If you are interested in apologetics, philosophy, or cosmology, this video is for you. Make sure to watch until the end, as we will present the strongest arguments for why the universe had a beginning and why this beginning points to a transcendent, personal creator. Let's get started. 1. The historical background of the Big Bang theory. Ancient views on the universe. For most of human history, people believed the universe was eternal and unchanging. Ancient philosophers like Aristotle and Plato held to the idea of an eternal cosmos, where the universe had always existed and would continue forever. This idea of an eternal universe was accepted by many scientists and thinkers well into the 19th and 20th centuries. The dominant cosmological model for a long time was the steady-state theory, which proposed that the universe was eternal and matter was constantly being created. However, this view began to collapse in the early 20th century due to several groundbreaking scientific discoveries. Einstein's equations and the expansion of the universe. In 1915, Albert Einstein published his general theory of relativity, which revolutionized physics. Initially, Einstein believed in a static universe, but his own equations suggested that the universe was either expanding or contracting. In 1927, Belgian priest and physicist Georges Lemaitre proposed that the universe began from a primeval atom, or a single point of creation, expanding outward. This was the first version of what we now call the Big Bang theory. Edwin Hubble and the discovery of an expanding universe. In 1929, American astronomer Edwin Hubble made a stunning discovery. By observing distant galaxies, he found that they were moving away from us. The farther a galaxy was, the faster it was receding. This meant that the universe was expanding, just as Einstein's equations predicted. This discovery shattered the steady-state model and pointed to a definite beginning for the universe. The naming of the Big Bang. In the 1940s, British scientist Fred Hoyle, who rejected the idea of a beginning, mockingly called this theory the Big Bang, but the name stuck. By the 1960s, further discoveries provided strong confirmation that the Big Bang actually happened. Scientific evidence for the Big Bang. Several key pieces of evidence strongly support the Big Bang theory. The expanding universe. As mentioned earlier, Hubble's law shows that galaxies are moving apart. This means that if we rewind the clock, the universe shrinks back to a single point. Cosmic microwave background radiation. In 1964, scientists Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson accidentally discovered background radiation coming from all directions in space. This was predicted by the Big Bang model as the leftover heat from the creation of the universe. This discovery won them the Nobel Prize in Physics. The abundance of light elements. The Big Bang model predicts that the first elements created were hydrogen and helium. Observations of the universe show that these elements exist in exactly the right proportions predicted by the theory. Large-scale structure of the universe. The way galaxies are distributed matches what the Big Bang predicts. The presence of galaxy clusters and cosmic filaments suggests an initial explosion that sets everything in motion. General relativity predicts a beginning. Einstein's theory of general relativity points to a definite beginning of time and space. This was confirmed by Stephen Hawking and Roger Penrose in the 1970s. Thus, the Big Bang is not just a theory, it is a well-supported scientific model. The fine-tuning of the universe. One of the most compelling arguments for God's existence is the fact that the universe is perfectly fine-tuned for life. The fine-tuning of physical constants. Scientists have discovered that certain physical constants must be precisely tuned for life to exist. For example, the force of gravity must be exactly right, too strong, and stars burn too fast, too weak, and stars never form. The cosmological constant must be fine-tuned to 1 in 10 to the power of 5, that's 1 followed by 50 zeros. For the universe to be stable, the ratio of protons to electrons must be balanced perfectly to allow for atoms and chemistry. If any of these values were off by even a tiny fraction, life would be impossible. The anthropic principle. The anthropic principle states that the universe appears to be designed specifically for life. This raises the question, who designed it? Why the cause of the universe must be spaceless, timeless, and immaterial? If the universe had a beginning, then it had a cause. The Cosmological Argument. This argument, popularized by philosopher William Lane Craig, goes as follows. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. What kind of cause? This cause must be spaceless because space itself began at the Big Bang. Timeless because time itself had a beginning. Immaterial because physical matter came into existence. Extremely powerful to create the entire universe. Personal because it chose to create. This matches the attributes of God described in the Bible. Conclusion. The Big Bang confirms the Bible. The Bible has long taught that the universe had a beginning. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Psalm 19:1, the heavens declare the glory of God. Modern science has confirmed that the universe did indeed have a beginning, something the Bible stated thousands of years ago. Thus, rather than contradicting faith, the Big Bang provides strong evidence for a creator. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more apologetics content. YouTube description. What is the Big Bang from a Christian apologetics perspective?